write, say for example with OIDs, okay, it never used to store that with OID. Like right now, as you can see with 13 or 14, Postgres 13 or 14.0 rather, what are the version those are there. So they do have that column as internal columns. So you may not require to write with OIDs because it is default considered here. So in this case, for our case, for the version that I do have for Postgres, okay, so it requires that you have to write with OIDs if at all you want that OID to be added for the records added over there. Okay, now let us work out with respect to the thing. Like say for example, let me see the table. Say for example, let us see slide D. So say we have slide D first. So you can see that this is the record. Now, how on what basis we are saying that this is related to a file and how exactly the file might be organized internally. So we said like if I write select OID comma rel name from PG class table, which registers all created objects by the user. So all user objects would be stored under this PG class relation. Okay, where rel name like first. So when you write this, you will see that the number given to our table is 16649. And similarly, if I write OID comma dat name from PG underscore database, so we know that we have to go to this directory. So let me open another terminal. So let me write su postgres, my password. Correct. Then cd slash etc, not etc, slash where exactly my data dictionary is. So where lib PostgreSQL 11, then main, then base. So if you write ls, so you have to see this 16434. So there is a directory for 16434. So let us write cd 16434. Now if you see ls-l, now we have to talk about this 16649. Correct. So there is a file with some contents like what we said, it would be a block of 8192. So it would be a multiply factor for 8192. 8192 multiplied by n would be exactly the size with I running from 1 to n or I running from 0 to 1, 0 to n. Correct. So depending upon how many blocks are created. So in the same way, like whenever I'm saying blocks, I mean to say number of pages. Okay, so whatever the n would be, that would be number of pages. Now, like what happens? Like see, for example, right now I'm using a 64-bit machine. The laptop that I'm using is having a 64-bit OS as well as the architecture. Now on 64-bit architecture, I can install 32-bit OS as well, but everything would be managed according to that operating system parameters. So every operating system will have its own limitations in respect of, okay, what should be the size of a particular file. There should be some maximum limit for the case. Okay, now let us try to see like how exactly one can control this. So if I see, let me start, say select star from first. So you can see that there are these 50 records. So I don't think I have added OID there. So we will not much worry about OID because by default OID column is not added if it is not specified with OIDs. Okay, so this table was created without OIDs. Correct? By default, is it without OIDs for my table, for my machine rather. Fine. So let me insert into first values. Okay, let us write first select star from first. Okay, so we got 10, 20, 40, 80, 160, 320. So if I write select star, Okay, so number of rows would be 320, correct? So let us go on insertion. 640, then 1280, and so on. Correct. Now if I subsequently see here the size. Okay, so sometimes it may take some amount of time rather to retrieve to insert the records because everything goes into buffer and so on. So you will see that now it will be taking some amount of time for insertion. Whatever the time earlier was taken, now it is taken more than that. You can see it is taking some time. Right? Now what happens here when we write this? Okay, so I have written there star. Now when you start inserting, whenever it crosses some limit, it makes use of the buffer kind of aspect internally. Okay, so this is the VM and FSM file system and virtual memory is coming into picture, and these two are used as a buffer perspective. So if I go on, there would be some aspect as well. So let us insert this. So it will take some time. Okay, so let us see by that time what is the change that one can see. Can you see the things got changed now? So subsequently see on this terminal as well. So we are inserting here. Now it is double than that. Let us try to see. So this will keep changing. You can see now, correct? So now this is like when this becomes consistent, this size become consistent. That means insertion is done, correct? Okay, let us insert it one more time. So if I go on. Now how operating system interacts with the database system. That's what I want to show you. Now this is the thing that we got with double than this. So if I multiply this by 2, ultimately those many records are there. So let me insert one more time. Let me make it again double. So let me go on. Now how many files are shown here? If you can see, there are 3. Correct? There are 3 files. Let us write ls, ls, ls. So insertion would be stopped, correct? Like when it stops. Okay, let me do one more time the insertion. So I'm trying to reach to that extent. Okay, the limit. I want to touch that limit. Okay, let us see when exactly it stops. When the insertion is done on this side, rather on this particular insert command, then it will have consistent file size. So it is still changing. You can see there is a change. Correct? Now concentrate right now. Okay, like after this. Okay, when we fire one more insert, or maybe this insert should solve our problem too. Whatever I'm trying to disclose here. Yeah, it should. Yeah. So yes, we got 760. Okay, so if I double it again, correct? So let me say limit 15,000. So it inserted 15,000 records. Correct. Now if I see the size, is it changed? So let me write now instead of 15,000, let me write these many records. Now concentrate here. Now you will realize there is a change happening. Okay, still like we are not reaching to that level. Yeah, still not. We haven't achieved the goal. Okay, let me insert one more time. Okay, so if I go on, so let me remove this limit. Let me add one more limit over there and let us see like what happens. Okay, let me keep doing this. So at one point of time, you will see that when it reaches to that extent level of the size, see now whenever we purchase notebooks, ultimately you must have seen that there is a like a number of pages, like we say 100 pages, but number of pages are 96. Similarly, whenever we are talking 200 pages, size is adjusted. Same thing would be true for 1 GB, 2 GB, 1 KB, 2 KB. Okay, for every other aspect. Similarly, the thing can work. You can see now. Can you see the change? Can you see the change? Yes, please. I hope you are able to see. Yes, can somebody tell me what happened exactly here? Can you see the change? Are you there? By the way, I'm hoping that you are able to hear me.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
There was one more file that
Okay, yeah,
with a
Chinmay.
dot one.
Yeah, Chinmay, na?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So can you repeat loudly, bit loudly?
Sir, so I can see another file that is added, and at the end it is a dot, the dot one file,
Okay.
16649.
Okay. So this insertion is done right now, correct? So now the file size would be consistent. So if I go on now without let me remove this insertion. So let us wait for that insertion to be done. OK, so for 2 to 3 minutes, because it would be taking some amount of time, I'm muting myself. Let us see what happens there. When this insert is done on this terminal, then I will unmute and then we'll proceed. OK, please wait, because my machine would be taking some amount of time rather to insert. Considering that it is, though it is a like I can show you like size is changing. Subsequently, you can check it, correct? So let it insert. Will take a like 2 to 3 minutes. I'm muting myself. OK, and let us see the size. Side by side, I'm speaking, not speaking with you rather, but I definitely would be showing the screen to you. OK, yeah. Now you must have seen there is a change. Can you see what's the change? Wait for a while. I think I lost connection of laptop. OK, now see. Insertion is still going on. OK, and can you see the change now? What's the change?
Yes,
There is
the
one more
second
file.
file is added.
One more file added. Correct. Now, can you see similarity? Some similarity there.
Dot one dot two.
The size of the file seems to be the same for
Yes,
the
correct, correct.
first.
So this would be maximum file size that you can have for a file. OK, now it seems it stopped. But if I say, for example, insert these many, you will see the third also would be created because we are at 84. So it should I think it should reach to that 107 level. So let us see this. Now you must be worrying like why we are saying this. If you recall, what I said was in the initial stage or even in the introductory video of this course, if you recall correctly, I told you that it is not only database course, it is definitely related with your system programming course, your operating system course, your network course, or everything. Everywhere it would be related. So if I see now the size, can you see the third one got created now? The consistency is that these three, when my file was broken into 4 different parts, actually these are 4 parts of my that file. These 4 are parts of that file. Wherever records from my table first are added, this is the records for this first table are added. So if I write, like, even this will take huge amount of time rather to count records. It will not respond it very easily. You can see it will take huge amount of time rather, because those many records it has to search for all these 4 files. Now, if you recall in your on notebooks as well, I was giving you an example of notebooks. While in school days, whenever we require second notebook, we always used to put some mechanism to understand that this is my second notebook for the same course. Correct? So similar kind of identity is managed by your operating system internally. By your operating system internally. Now, like how, whether the number of records and this is related? No, it depends on what are the different data elements that you have in one record. And according to that, like number of records, and there is no direct relation with number of records and the size. You can see, can somebody read this number? This is 1000, this is lakhs, and this is crore. So these many records are there. And whenever we are trying to retrieve it, you will see that what are the files those are. These files are used internally. Now you may worry, like, why this, like if I try to see type of this file 16649 VM. It says empty. FSM. It says data. And if I remove this, and if I say this, then if I try to display the contents, okay, like for the 16649, it says it looks a binary file. Do you want to see? Now see, there is some consistency. Can you see the consistency there in the numbering even? Is there any kind of consistency that you can identify?
Every row seems to have the same number.
Sorry, huge noise is there in background, so I could not hear what you said, Tanmay. Yeah, has anybody heard about like what Tanmay said? Maybe Tanmay, can you please write in chat window so that I can? Yeah, every row has same numbers rather, na? But is it really same? We cannot say. Somewhere it is definitely changing. Is it?
Oh, yeah. Alphabets change.
Some change is there. Some change. We cannot assure exactly what the difference is. But can you read this file? Okay, now see, if we say this might be something added there, then again some characters are added. I cannot read them now. @C F1. This may not be the mechanism that I will prefer to read this data, because this data is in encrypted form. Like whenever you are trying to open a Word file into Excel, it will not permit you that thing, because it has its own encryption format. So that is the reason why we have association with an application and a file type. An application and file type are associated with each other. And this limit, what are the limit that we reached at that point here? This limit is decided by your operating system, the file system of Linux. And this is the strategy used by your OS rather to preserve records 1, 2, 3, and so on. Now think of this. Suppose your machine gets hacked, and if somebody is trying to insert your data, after some time, like if you see, like if I insert double records here now, Okay, let me remove this. I will add only this thing. Now inserting 9 crore 59 lakh 73,040 records again would be taking huge amount of time. So rather my machine may not respond sometime after some time. Okay, though here I'm working with this. So if I try to see, for example, ps-ejh grep bash. Okay, let us write PSQL. PS-s. Okay, let me check. Now you will see it is taking some amount of time because my machine is not responding that way because it is busy in doing this task. So do we say I have a 2 core, 3 core, 4 core, 7 core kind of machine, but it depends heavily upon what are the different activities running on that site. So sometimes you might have seen like your machine doesn't respond when there are some sites are not responding at all. It is because the thing is like if you are having some limitations in terms of how many students or sorry how many clients can join with one server. Okay, so let me write this AUX. Yeah. Yes, so you can see the state this process is this PSQL client is in. It is not responding anything, correct? So it is inserting. That's what the cursor is showing. If I try writing this S plus, it is showing me S plus, correct? For that this file PSQL client. So what this S plus is, let us see. Man PS. Yeah, these are the states your process can be into. In operating system course, you must have learned like there are say n number of states available. So in standard books like Galvin, it talks about 5 states only. Linux or Unix has more states. Okay, now if I see S, what S tells me? Interruptible sleep, waiting for an event to complete, and this exactly is doing that. It is trying to it is waiting rather to complete this instruction, this PSQL client, and that is the reason why S was shown. Now what does plus means? Is in the foreground process group. That means it is under execution. It is under execution. So if I press Ctrl Z, now I sent it in background. Correct. Now if I write this again, let us see. It shows me now T. Can you see T? Earlier it was S plus. Now it is T. That means it is in background now. So let us see what is T. See what is T? Stopped by job control signal. So I stopped it. Nah? That's why. If I write FG, so it is still inserting the records. So if I go on and check, it would be again S plus. Correct. So see how operating system and your database management system is communicating with each other. So if I press enter, it is still inserting the records. It is still doing that task. That is the reason why it is not showing us. So when it is done, you will see there would be a change in this S plus. Okay, so we'll wait for a while because it should take huge amount of time considering these number of records. So if I see that ls command output, number of files will be doubled now. See, earlier we saw this third was generated, so that means 4. So ultimately it should reach to 4, 5, 6, 7 at least. It is reaching to 6 now. It started with 6, correct? 7th, somewhere 7 at the start of 7th or something like that, or maybe towards the end of 7th, it should stop. Considering our experience with earlier records. Fine. So we'll wait for a few, say, I cannot say seconds, but minutes, definitely few minutes to see where exactly it stops and what kind of state is shown there. And that's what, like, I want to show you, like, how it is controlled, how it is sometimes dependent on your operating system too. Operating environment too, not exactly operating system, but operating environment too. So it would be in sleep mode yet because it is inserting the records. Yes, it is done. So if I see number of files generated are these many. Your records are divided into these many files, 7 different sub files. Correct. Now if I try to see that PS command output, now see it is still saying S plus. So if I write select star from first. Now you will see it is still waiting. Now why it should wait? Now you can see it is R plus because it is running in memory. If I say man PS, my machine will get hampered because of the speed even considering the amount of time it is wasting there. Actually, I'm saying wasting because we have created this scenario. It is a man-made scenario. See what is R? Running or runnable. Now it is in running mode. It is executing. Sorry, it is executing. That's why it is showing us. Now it again went to sleep mode. It run. Now it is preparing records to show you on the screen. So it was loaded in buffer. Now it came out of running. It went to sleep mode again because now it got the data into buffer. Now it is to be shown to you in front. The number of records are double than this. Correct. Now when it is done, it will show you the output of select command the way that it used to show you earlier. Because our understanding is what when your user write this query, what is to be done for database? Only display the records. It is not like that. There would be some amount of memory management involved. What is to be done is even file management is involved. What is to be done? Find the appropriate file associated with your table. For example, first, so we came to know that this 16649 is a number or file associated with our table first. So it tried reading that file, which was comprised or divided into 7 different sub files or 7 different files. Now it will read that data, will load that data in memory or buffer. Then from buffer, it will prepare that data for display purpose. Again, we'll read from buffer and we'll show you on the standard output. Now you may see like why you definitely will be worrying why it is taking huge amount of time. Even if I try clicking this, my machine is not responding. Even I'm pressing enter key, it is not responding because now it is busy in doing the other process. Okay, what are the select output was expected. Now you may have seen like it took some amount of time. This terminal bash was sent into background for a while. If I fire this again, you will see it is taking some amount of time. Only how many records are to be shown? Only 2. But your operating system is busy in storing your data. And like whenever it gets its chance, as per time sharing aspect, it shows you this record. And even you may see I am trying to select it. It is not permitting me to do so. See, I press enter 3-4 times. It is not displaying that because you are having now more than one process trying to occupy a huge amount of memory. And that is the reason why I always say, like here we are not only learning DBMS or related to concepts related to DBMS only. They are related with everything. Now I showed you how exactly it is related with your operating system. How operating system would be using that or used operating system is used by database management system software. Any question till this? So till it displays the output, you can ask me your queries if you at all have. Yes,
Sir,
please.
what
Any
is
queries?
FG?
Sorry. Foreground,
FG
foreground,
क्या है?
foreground. FG is foreground. Bring to foreground, kind of. Like when you write
Process
ampersand,
control Z. Okay.
control
वो
Z
ये
means what?
दिखेंगे क्या?
You send to background. So FG क्या होता है? आप suppose you send 10 files in the background. So they would be added in a stack, correct? And then ultimately जब भी आप FG बोलोगे तो जो recent वाला होगा वो आ जाएगा. अभी शायद मेरा कनेक्शन गया है लिनक्स का. Because my machine is not responding on that side. So even like I cannot communicate with my machine directly. I am trying to press tab, alter tab and so on. So, but it is not permitting me to do so. Okay, let us wait for a while because it is too busy into doing the task. So I would not be able to rather use my keyboard at all because think of this number of records are 9 crore. Now you are making them something like 19 crore. It was not like because 9 crore 59. That means what? That would be 18 plus. So that would be 19 crore something kind of. So huge amount of time would be required by your system and your system may not respond at all to such scenarios. Okay. So let me try showing you this part. Okay. Any other question by that time? Okay. Until I make settings for my camera. Yes. You can see that my machine is not responding. So if even if I am pressing say alter tab, okay, enter key, nothing is responding. So my machine got stuck considering the number of records that are inserted. Correct? Because you are heavily using file system. Heavily using file system and you are putting more stress on the file. So that's what I was trying to tell you sometimes. Like what happens is if you try to sometimes you must have you heard about DOS?
Yes, sir.
What is DOS?
I have a vague idea. It's when a lot of clients try to connect to one single service.
Okay.
Hence, it is overloaded. The service gets overloaded by the number of requests.
Good. So what you call DOS as?
Denial of service attack,
Yes.
I think.
So this is DOS attack. Okay, but actually it is not kind of DOS, but we are trying to simulate it. I cannot exactly call it as denial of service attack. But ultimately you can see I am trying to access it, but it is not responding. So that way some services can be hacked and overloaded by such requests. So which can definitely get control of complete system. And this definitely can hamper even though you have huge amount of computing power available there. So when you are trying to access with huge amount of users, okay, or number of users are trying to access same say component or same object or let us say same process, then it would be hampering the thing. Like though I have used only one client here, correct? This was my one client only, this one, right? Which I am not able to now switch to even if I try to use this, it is not permitting me to make use of, correct? So like then what one database system can do in this case? Now, if I try to break it somehow, suppose if I switch off, my file system can get damaged with this case. So you generally never, whenever such kind of operation is going on, never ever switch off rather your laptop or desktop. What can happen? Like see, I'm in middle of writing something like because my select query was running. Now it is reading only right now. It is not inserting. Correct. But suppose it is reading, then it may not make huge damage. But if it is insertion or deletion, then definitely it is going to make huge damage. And you must have seen like sometimes you have to safely remove your pen drive from the disk. Why it was necessary? If some operation is going on and at that time suddenly in between the operation you remove the pen drive directly. You pull out the pen drive from the USB port. If it is yours, then don't do this. If it is some others, you can try, but ultimately you need to be ready for actions and reactions later that. Okay, because his or her pen drive may get damaged. It may not be accessible at all. Correct. So like still my machine is not responding. It will be taking huge amount of time. You can see that.
सर अगर अपने पास एक ही कॉलम था ना अभी इंटीजर आए अगर
Correct.
दो कॉलम होते हैं इंटीजर
हाँ.
आए और इंटीजर जेड
Okay. Okay.
तो 9 करोड़ रिकॉर्ड के लिए जो साइज है वो डबल हो जाती है फिर
No. See, it depends. Like okay, let me take example of linked list. Suppose the linked list has a column. Like when you create linked list using a structure, correct? In C language.
यस
Okay. So in structure, like how the size of structure is computed?
इट्स data elements
Data
size
elements depending
Yes.
upon their data type, correct?
yes
Can I think of that customer table or first table as a structure?
yes you can
Actually, it is rather correct. So in object orientism, you call it as class. In C kind of concept, I can call a record or a structure. So it is an object. So ultimately, what are the components that you insert or add into that table or while creating? They would be their size is computed and according to that only. That's what I said. Like 8192 would be there by default. Size would be in multiple of 8192. If I try to see using ls-l size of the file, it would be heavily dependent on that. But like the thing is, it depends completely on how many columns you have and what is the size of each column. You can try that maybe. Okay. Now, right now, as my machine is not responding, can you do one thing? Like those who are having access to laptops or desktops, do one thing. Create two tables. In one table, have an integer and a character. Character should have size to be 10. So create table A, B integer, C char 10. You create second table. Okay, say B, create table B with first column to be integer, second column to be varchar 10. Now earlier type was char 10, second type is varchar 10. Insert some same number of records there, like 100 for example. Size would be same, 8192 kind of like, but if you see the size, number of records may be different. No, sorry, not number of record, but actual size on the disk would be different, though it is shown in multiple of 8192 because it is a block kind of size. So even you must have seen whenever you are talking about a pen drive. Okay, okay. Now I want an answer from you. One of you. Now if I see say size size of a file, it shows me two things. Okay, let me see if I can do that. Okay, let me add this window screen for a while for your reference. Suppose if I take this image and if I say properties. Can you see this window screen by the way?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
yes sir
Now see this one. See these two things. This size and size on the disk. Is there any difference? Yes. Is there any difference?
Yes, sir. There is some difference.
Some. So it looks like the way you said some, ultimately it is very negligible, correct? For this file. Fine. So, okay, let me go with this. Even it is also negligible. Some number of 29 ka 92 ho gaya. Correct? But definitely there are more things. So that the more where exactly they are used. Where are the who is using those remaining bytes? Correct. Let me take say for example Excel file 2. See the size. There is huge. So what exactly or what purpose this is used? Extra bytes. If I talk about the file system. What do you think? What exactly it should really consider here?
Sir, would it be something like a cluster? Like we talked about Postgres cluster, which manages everything. So maybe something like that.
No. Okay, and try once again some other thing, if you can. So you are trying to tell it through cluster thing. I cannot say it is correct or I cannot say it is wrong. You may get confused. Like why I'm saying both the things. I'm not saying that it is correct and I'm not saying it is wrong. Some part of it is related, but not exactly. Now the cluster also should contain information about these aspects. In terms of when you're this 8192, who decided this 8192? Definitely the programmers who wrote this system, who designed this system. But on what basis they are going to go with this particular parameter? Correct? The size, even okay, my machine is not responding still. The next question. Let me see if I can do something. Okay, so I switched it off. Let us wait for. Don't try this at home, by the way, for your laptops at least. Okay, now yeah. So like, suppose if it is a MP3 file. Okay, आप जब भी Explorer में जाते हो, so if you try to say display the files, say for example view details. Okay, if you click on this, it shows you all columns, correct? Authors, categories, or size all columns to fit. All columns are added. Whatever the column, those are there with the system, correct? Date modified, okay. Then title. Then if I say more, see how many columns are there. So when you add this information, actually with every file, this is added. Think of this. Have we really worried about? So whenever we are talking about database as well, every file that is created for our table would be having these columns there. These are the details for that file. Okay, correct. So I hope you must have heard something about file allocation table. FAT, FAT. Have you? Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have you heard about FAT, file allocation table? This FAT.
Yes, sir. I've heard about FAT32.
Okay, FAT32 is a file system type that you use while formatting a pen drive, correct? NTFS, FAT32, and so on. Even like there would be other types too. Now, whenever we are dealing with such kind of aspects, rather every time it will be handling that file system through the data structure. Like for example, DOS operating system, disk operating system was making use of FAT. Then Windows came. Till Windows 98, everything was FAT. FAT32 was because of that. Till XP. Later, when Windows 7 came, it came up with network file system, NTFS. Correct. And now if you see, like suddenly when we were working with 32-bit operating system, we shifted to 64-bit operating system due to maybe availability or due to free upgrade and so on. What is the impact made on the operating system side? What is the impact made on the application perspective? If I talk about a database application like this Postgres, what Postgres was supposed to do when they have to come up with a 64-bit application? And we have to even take care of access, like for example, compatibility issues with respect to the versions too. Now, how this would be managed internally that way? This is really an important question that one need to find the answer for. The file system designer should take care of these aspects every time whenever you are trying to deal with the files. And we know that there is not a single say operation or single file system rather which would be dealing with your system. There can be multiple file system depending upon the operating system types that you have on your machine. Right? So in this case, then ultimately every file which gets created should be registered in FAT or some kind of data structure like file allocation table. And that data structure would be making use of some kind of information sent by the file. And that whole information is kept into a concept called file header. But I said file header. And this file header has a very big kind of say dictionary where information about the file may be stored. Okay, so somehow I'm not able to connect with my Linux laptop with network. Let us wait for a minute or so. Okay, please wait. Let me see like how can I connect it with Linux. Yeah, till that time, like at least while I'm doing it, you can ask me if there are any questions. Okay, seems Wi-Fi is gone. Okay, let get connected. Yeah. So whenever you are creating a table, we saw that a file would be created, and whenever an extreme size for the file, which is defined by your operating system, is achieved, or your file reaches to that level, subsequent copies of that file is created and it is renamed. So number.1, number.2 in our case. Otherwise, it would be what? File. Suppose your file name is file, F-I-L-E. First name is file, file.1, file.2, file.3, and so on. So that way, the files would be organized by the file system. Note here that the block size for a file may be defined by that application, whichever is used to create that file. Correct? Now, if you use Notepad kind of editor, then like okay, it may have its size to be different. Like in this case, we got file size to be for a block file size. We said that it would be multiple of 8192. Multiple of 8192. If it is in multiple of 8192, then if this is defined by your Postgres software, it may be different for MySQL. We don't know. You can try it. Correct? Even like if I talk about some other database system, it would be heavily dependent on what kind of adoption, what kind of communication is there between your file system and the database system. Correct? So let me go. I hope be visible that. Okay, now my Linux, this Windows thing gone. Windows thing is not responding. Okay. So I'm restarting on Windows. Huh? Wait for a while. Yes. So now this would be somehow that the things would be related from the operating system perspective. We saw that there would be connectivity of process management service, because for a process we completely saw exactly like how it is related. Fine. Some perspectives of the file or the database system and process management. Both of them would be connected somehow. When they are connected together, ultimately we saw that communication would be done by or done through the process ID of PSQL client. Now in the initial sessions, rather, if you recall, I showed you like through PS command that yes, there would be some kind of services added by the system, which definitely can control contents. Like for example, if I say PS dash EJH grep Postgres, you can see these many services created. Now these are the processes running to handle all activities of your service or all activities of your server, Postgres server. Correct. But then so now see this would be first instance where we can see that your file system, sorry, your process management and process management manager, rather process manager of operating system and database systems are related. So for example, now what is the count here? Let us count it. So WC-L. How many services are there? So right now we can see there are 7 if you count. Correct. Now if I add one more service, one more like a client with Postgres. Okay. So what is the count shown here? There are 7. Correct. Now let me open another client on this and let me write PSQL. So per client, one service would be created. Now this we connected with Postgres. Now you can see. Can you see that? We connected with Postgres now. Fine. Now if I try to write this PS, my services are 8. Okay. Now why 8? If I see Grace, if I try to count them ultimately on an individual basis, okay, I will be saying that one client per process or per process a client. Let me put this way, per process a client connection. Now how many such connections can possibly be there? Like for example, you must have seen Teams is having its own limitations. In this case, now when we connected here, we saw that these are the 8 services running when we connected to PSQL. Okay, and these are the exact ones. So if I say, for example, quit from here. Okay, and if I write this PS, this one, now you will see that they are 7. Correct. Let me add PSQL. Let me go back. You will see 8. So this 8th is added for one client that you gave request through. So this service, this process created additionally, no, not this one, but the last one here. This one, last one. This was created for users purpose. If you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So initially we saw 7. So depending upon version, like if you are using 9, then it should show you 6. In this case, it is now showing me 7. Now for my client, it is adding 8th client request. How many such requests can be handled? Now let me take an example. Now this Microsoft Team account that we are using, how many clients can be connected? How many people can be included in one meeting? Every application will have its own limitations. So for example, our case, probably it is 250 to 300 with our current license. Zoom meeting free requires free will have its own limitations for 40 minutes thing. Okay, now if you purchase a Zoom license, it is for capacity like 100, 1000, 500 and so on. So number of how many connections possibly could be there. So if I go on how many connections I can have here now. Let us try to see how Postgres, or let us say how process management and Postgres service, both of them are connected together. Okay, let us see that. So I'm assuming you are with me, correct? Okay,
Yes,
now
sir.
what I'm sending each service now, this service in background by pressing Ctrl Z. So I'm not terminating that system. Okay, I'm not terminating that server. You can see this 33040 is available. So let me display this. Fine. Now let me add PSQL. Let me press Ctrl Z. Let me add PSQL. Let me press Ctrl Z. So let me do this continuously. Definitely it will take a huge amount of time for me. So right now you can see I have created additional client request. So if I display this, you can see. Correct? Let me go on creating this. Now you may say why we are playing with this. I want to show you how you can control how many clients can be connected at a time with your database. Every database will have its own limitation. Now, if you know the story of Amazon and say Flipkart, Flipkart came into India first than Amazon. Okay, Amazon India and Flipkart. If I compare both of them, fine. What happened was Flipkart came up with Diwali sale in its first year. Okay, and that time pen drive up to 56 MB was sold for ₹1. For that pen drive up to 56 MB, okay, there were huge number of requests added by the clients. Many clients, many customers of Flipkart logged in with their login, and suddenly they experienced that server is not responding. The thing was, if you reach to the maximum extent, how many clients can be connected? Correct? How many clients can be connected to the system? So if you reach to that level, then it will say, no, bus, I can't proceed with number of records. So let us see. I got 59 yet. OK, I have to do it for some 50 more probably. OK, so please cooperate because I want to show you how exactly this is managed and how exactly we can control how many maximum connections can be there. Now you may say you are trying to execute a program called PSQL, and why exactly we are seeing service for Postgres. I'm sending this in background. Okay, so let me see what is the count now. So I got 97. Can you see this 97? Correct? Okay, we are nearby now to the limit. Okay, can you see the error?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
What is the error? Sorry, too many clients already. Now let us see the count. Before we gave PSQL first time, we wrote PSQL first time, there were 7, correct? Can you recall that? Let us see what is the count now. It is 107. Remove 7. What is the limit? Remove 7 because they are server side things. What would be remaining? If I subtract 7 from 107, that means what?
100.
There can be 100 connections at a time to your server. Okay, let me see where exactly this setting is. Let me go to sudo -s. Okay, so I'm going into another configuration file. Okay, so write cd/etc/postgresql/11/main and write less postgresql.conf. Okay, let us see. Let us go below. We saw this data directory, HBA file, and so on. Okay, so we are going below. Yes. Can you see this? What it said? Maximum connections, connection setting. This is a parameter, connection setting. Localhost would be listen address initially for your until unless you do worry, you do connect. So which port they are going to connect? Postgres would be connecting with our system 5432. This is the port number with which it is going to connect with every client. So this 5432 can be used by 107 only. Why 7 I have added there? They are the initial services created for your database system. And that's the reason why 107 was added there. Is that fine? Understood now?
Yes.
Any query, question?
Yes.
Sir.
Okay, one thing again. How many super users can be connected to the server? Suppose you like 4 of us are using this connectivity. You are remaining 3 members, say for example, Payal, Amir Kazi and Tanmay are trying to connect to my machine. I considering me to be the 4th. So if I have to, this is the limitation that we are having here. Number of super user connections would be 3. So if you try to connect, if you change this, everywhere if you make the change requires restart of the server. Okay, and now as our machine by default, like my machine I'm using on my, I am only the user. Suppose if I want to permit you access of my machine, in that case, I will replace this localhost by star. Localhost by star, or maybe I can give like, okay, what would be the listen address? Which IP address I do want to permit? Correct. Hopefully, suppose if we meet sometime, probably in a physical class, I'm hopeful about it. In that situation, like before exam or after exam, probably after exam, because that would be good time to play with your machines, or we'll work with one of the machine in the lab. Even I will not work with my machine. We'll try to see how can we connect 2 different machines together, where one would be acting as a server, other one would be acting as a client. Correct? Other would be acting as a client. How exactly one can do this? So that's what we will seeing later. Is that fine? Okay. So this is where I wish to end today's session. So if you have any queries, questions, you can let me know.
सर ते अटेंडन्स मार्क करायची राहिली सर 6:30च्या आत.
मला वाटलं काहीतरी चांगलं सांगशील.
नाही.
ओके.
सर char 10 लिया और varchar 20 लिया तो दोनों में सेम वैल्यू है देवेश तो साइज किसकी ज्यादा होगी क्या सेम होगी दोनों की?
Okay. Now you tell me what is difference between char and varchar for a while. Let me ask you river.
char में बस कैरेक्टर्स आते हैं varchar में char के बाद नंबर भी ले सकते हैं.
नहीं, that is not the case. Your numbers are also characters. Who said na number are numbers? I showed you that day na. Everything is character for computer system. ये अपने लिए बना के रखा है, ये हिंदू है मुस्लिम है कि नहीं? We don't worry about that. So the thing is, like what I'm saying,